Now, listen, you guys, it seems like there is a bunch of people who actually are out here believing that Nicki Minaj should be defending or is obligated to defend Drake during this entire plight that he's going through. The delusion of it all. And just tell me how I'm supposed to stop talking about the Transformer when all she does is some clown stuff. I do not know who told her that it was a good idea to go on camera and start shading a Vogue director or ex-director, like she called him. Now, we're also going to be talking about Ice Spice and her previewing her latest video that's going to be coming out on Friday. Now, these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's team. So first of all, we're going to talk about this entire situation with Drake and Wayne seemingly being put under pressure to defend Nicki Minaj. Now, a quick shout out to Miranda G for basically putting me onto this, okay? So this conversation stemmed from the Hot 97 clip where, these guys were basically questioning why is nobody speaking up for Drake and things like that. And obviously, people started saying that, well, Nicki Minaj should come through for Drake. And I'm like, you guys are insane. The things that you expect of Nicki Minaj or how insane she must be. Because trust me, if I were Nicki Minaj, I wouldn't have even have brought out Drake on out for my Toronto show, okay? Because let's be honest, okay, the only reason why that guy decided to actually finally come out there and seemingly support Nicki Minaj is because he knew his behind was about to get cooked. Okay. And so I did see some people saying, oh, are we just going to act like no frauds did not exist? And I'm like, well, I will give him, the shout out for the no frauds thing. And this was basically when the H train was just starting and it was against Remy Ma. Okay, I will give him, a shout out for that. But to be fair, you guys, I would say that, well, the no frauds moment is equivalent to Nicki Minaj bringing Drake out when he's not the most popular person on the internet. Okay, she didn't have to bring him out on her tour, but she did regardless. So no frauds versus Toronto tour, then they're even. Nicki doesn't need to do anything again. Doesn't need to do anything more for this man, you guys. Because the audacity of some of you to come on here and act like Drake did not rub it in Nicki Minaj's face, when she was going through the H train is insane. Okay, so after he did defend Nicki Minaj against just, the beginning of an H train, what did he go ahead further to do during the peak of the H train? I will say that when Remy came for Nicki Minaj, okay, very few people understood what was going on or what they were trying to do. People just thought Remy was coming for Nicki Minaj and they were running with the narrative that, oh my goodness, she's stopping people's bags and things like that, okay? That time even, I will admit that I didn't know that it's a bigger S train that is actually being launched, okay? But then with time, people started realizing, especially industry people, they started noticing that, well, the industry machine is actually out there trying to push the Transformer, trying to end Nicki Minaj using the Transformer. And that's when everybody realized that, well, the Remy Ma situation was just her being John the Baptist, clearing the way for the Transformer to come and seemingly take out, Nicki Minaj, okay? And Drake at this point knew, like the rest of us. What did this man do? This man came out, brought out the Transformer after she had thrown a shoe at Nicki Minaj, after she had constantly disrespected Nicki Minaj, after everybody had seen that she had the entire industry machine going against Nicki Minaj. Drake came out, called her the hardest working female rapper, called her, oh my goodness, you don't have to do too much because you're just authentic, even gave her a pep talk on camera. Okay, this Drake, you guys. So sometimes when some of you come on here and say, oh, you don't know, oh my goodness, what has Drake ever done? I'm just like, were you not there during the H train? Were you even born? Because sometimes I really do feel like I'll be arguing with some infants in the comment section. When were you born? In 2022? In 2023? Because there is no way, especially if you're saying you're a Nicki Minaj fan, there is no way that you can sit up there and tell me that, well, Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj dating and Meek Mill and Drake going at it is equivalent to Drake bringing out the Transformer. Are you mad? Are you mad? Are you... Anyway, you guys, for those of you who actually do know what went down, please comment down in the comment section and let me know what you think about this entire situation. Okay, personally, I do feel like that was the lowest of all blows for Drake to do, and that just goes to show you how much of a disloyal person he is, because these guys practically grew up together in the industry, and this is what you choose to do when your friend is at their lowest. Because that time nobody was listening to Nicki Minaj, you guys. Everybody was calling it delusional, and all these people are coming out here actually admitting that Pacific had a hand in all of this and launching an H train. They were not admitting all of that back then. And at that point where your friend needs your support, that's what you decide to do. Tell me, if the H train had worked on Nicki Minaj, do you think that Drake would be looking at Nicki Minaj twice right now? Because we've seen already how he's been acting. He has not been promoting anything that Nicki Minaj does not even acknowledge publicly, the album, and that he is even on the album. I mean, J. Cole even did better. And this is the guy that you guys want Nicki Minaj to go against Kendrick Lamar for. Are you mad? Like, seriously? No, man, no. Nicki, mind your own business, okay? When Bigfoot comes for you, of course, that's when you'll come in there. Everything else, that is none of your effing business. And I hope she does keep, she doesn't involve herself in this entire situation, okay? Because no, man, where is 21 Savage to support him? Where is Lil Yachty? Where is the Transformer, since she's the hardest working female rapper? Okay, where are those people that he leashed onto, throughout these years? Now, I don't normally agree with a lot of things that, Ibro and that Dadenbeck say. Rosenbeck says. But you guys, he did point out a very interesting thing, saying that, well, Drake does give off user vibes. He latches onto anything and everyone that's trending and then ditches them for the next thing. And probably Nicki and Lil Wayne just got to the realization that, you know what, we meant a lot to each other, and he meant a lot to us, but we don't mean that much to him, because that's the energy and the vibe that has been giving off lately. As soon as they felt like it made it, of course, he started latching onto other people. So they probably just accepted that they were just a phase. Okay, so I don't expect Lil Wayne to start and speak up for this man. Okay. Anyway, I remember there was a time that he didn't even wish Lil Wayne a happy birthday, but he was out there posting on Instagram and things like that. And you guys are like, oh, well, they speak behind the scenes. And I'm like, no, man, he's very loud about all these other people in front of the scenes. And it's only Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj that he loves from behind the scenes. Personally, I don't want to be the prohibited, or I don't know, side lover, side family, because it does seem like if he truly loves them, he hides it for some reason. Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about the Transformer. At this point, guys, I'm at a loss of words. Just when you think that the Transformer has reached the lowest level of slowness, she's like, wait, okay, I will show you what slow is. And then she goes even lower. Okay, so now you guys, you do know that, well, even in my previous video, I did tell you that her not remembering the name of a designer is a very huge insult in the fashion industry. Okay, I told you guys, even before all this started. And I really did point out that, well, for somebody who wants or who's struggling to be a fashion girl, not knowing your designer name on the red carpet is just, it does not make any sense. Okay, and some of you came in the comment section saying, oh, big deal, she doesn't remember. Oh, it doesn't matter, she still dresses better. Now, that's not what being a fashion girl is. Being a fashion girl is not about looking good, okay? It's about caring about fashion. Okay, did you see the way that Nicki Minaj described the piece? Did you see that she spoke about the detail? What the dress is made up of, the concept behind the dress. That is being a fashion girl. It's not just about popping out here. You're being a model. Okay, if you're coming out here just dressed in something, and you think just because you're dressed in this dress and you look good, you're a fashion girl, that's not it. That's not it. Being a fashion girl means actually caring about fashion as an art. But then again, when has she ever been artistic? Even in a career, in a music career, she has never been artistic. She's not creative. And this is what people refuse to believe, okay? And so it does seem like I'm not the only one who shared the same sentiments, because it does seem like, well, former Vogue director was out here giving, her some lashings. And oh my goodness, this man lashed the transformer to a point where I was like, oh my goodness, this is what he had to say. He said, for the record and recognition, and no thanks to Cardi B, the designer of a gown is Sensei Lee, who's Chinese. The gown took 2 months to make. I personally think it's boring and not even on theme, but she chose it and should have at least remembered his name, and not that just he's Asian, okay? And I did express, the same sentiments, all shade and all jokes aside. It is highly disrespectful, especially in the fashion world, to be coming out here and playing the designer like this. If somebody took 2 months working on their craft and you come out here at a fashion event, because it's a big deal for a designer's dress to be worn at the Met Gala. And it's an honor for people who are wearing designers' pieces to out there mention, their names. That's why they are always saying, who are you wearing? When you walk on the red carpet, the question is not, what is your name? But the main question is, who are you wearing? Because on the red carpet, it's about the fashion, okay? So for that huge platform, the Met Gala, carpet, you guys, imagine that. Imagine being a designer, you're excited that finally your dress is getting showcased at the Met Gala, and the person you designed the dress for goes ahead to say, oh, well, they're Asian and everything. Imagine that. And I try to tell you, you guys are like, oh, big deal, it doesn't matter. So after that, you guys, you would think that she probably learned her lesson, but well, she went ahead and did the slowest thing that I've ever seen her doing. Clearly, she was not reading to understand. As soon as she sees something like any tone or sort of criticism and things like that, she just goes into defense mode. She does not even take time to reflect and see, was I really wrong? She's always in the defensive. And for a celebrity, trust me, if she keeps up doing this, trust me, it's gonna be the end of her. This is the reason why I keep telling you, all the urban blogs are not posting her, and now she's going out there thinking that she's better than the Vogue director in as far as fashion is concerned. And she even said, oh, I'm Cardi B, what are they gonna do to me? I'm Cardi B, baby. Oh my goodness. And you could tell she was trying to be shady, she was trying to be all that, and I'm like, that's not how you behave in the fashion world. Oh my goodness, these people are gatekeepers. You don't do that. And her fan base, they are not even solid enough to tell her that this is a bridge you do not want to burn, because fashion is the only thing that you've been latching onto, and you are literally throwing it down the gutter at this point. Because in as far as the music is concerned, it's done for. Okay, so fashion was the one thing that she was still holding on to, and the fact that she did not even realize that by going on live and saying, oh well, this person is former Vogue director for a reason. You know what? Let me insert the snippet, and then we'll talk about it, afterwards.
I want to make this very clear because, hi guys, I want to make this very clear because, I see a former director of Vogue trying to be funny, or like maybe because he felt offended about something or whatever. And I see a lot of you guys fake gagging on Twitter, but I want to make this very clear, right? First thing first, when I was on the carpet, I was very scared because the dress was supposed to be like on a little podium, and I've been practicing how to pose on the podium, but at the carpet I wasn't allowed to use the podium, so I had a lot of things on my mind, and I was being rushed to the front of the line. So when I was getting interviewed, I kind of forgot to pronounce the designer's name, because his name is a little bit complicated. So I was like, damn, how to pronounce his name? Like, my mind was just racing. I think the former director of Vogue He got offended because I said Asian designer. I said Asian designer because I know that the designer was Asian, but I wasn't sure what nationality the designer was. And I feel like it's offensive if I was to be like, oh, some Chinese designer or some Korean designer or some Vietnamese designer, because I feel like I don't want to get somebody's nationality mixed up. So I said an Asian designer. So I didn't say that to be offensive or to get your little Speedos in a bunch. But I do feel like, as a person that work in fashion, I feel like the designer and my stylist, we work really hard for this theme. So for you to be kind of shady because you feel offended or whatever, it just proves why you're the former director. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're trying to offend me, but you're actually offending the people that work behind the scenes. You're actually offending the people that spend hours and hours on phone calls and on Zooms and money on this design just because you got offended by a comment that I made without you not even knowing why I said it, how I said it. And for you guys to talk about like, oh, she don't know this, she's not a fashion, she's this, she's not going to get invited this year. Baby, I'm Cardi B. Stop it. I'm Cardi B, okay? So I'm gonna go shopping. Have a good day. Thank you.
Did you see her trying to be Paris Hilton with the, that's why you are former. You are former for a reason. I was so embarrassed on her behalf, you guys. I was so embarrassed, okay? Whoever was around and allowed her to do that is setting her up. Who are your friends? Who co-signed this? Was it Offset? What are they doing to this girl? And this Vogue director, you guys, is very close to Anna Wintour. Imagine her audacity to come out here and say, what are they going to do to me? I'm Cardi B, baby. Oh my God. I felt so embarrassed on her behalf. Oh my goodness. This is what we keep telling you. Media training is really important. And this is what this girl lacks, okay? This entire microwave success of hers is now coming back to bite her, literally destroying it by her own hands. And at this point, her record label does not have that much budget for her anymore, in my own opinion, okay? Because it's been a long run and still nothing tangible has been yielded with all that alleged, payola. So, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this. And the funny thing is she deleted it afterwards. I guess, they told her that, they're not the one or the two. The fashion world is not like that. It is not like that. And so I guess they did tell her to go and delete it. So she deleted it. And then she started focusing on other negative news, with somebody who was out there reporting that, Vogue did not, invite her. And she was out there proving a point, trying to deflect. And I did see the PR in that as well when, immediately Vogue posted her. I, in my own opinion, do feel like that was also, a damage control thing where her team probably reached out for them to quickly post a, getting ready with Vogue thing, kind of thing like that. But at this point, you guys, we're literally watching somebody break down their own empire. Well, she doesn't even have an empire, but she's destroying everything by her own hands. And people always say that when you do voodoo and you're out here hexing people who haven't done anything to you, sometimes it really does come back to bite you. And I cannot even explain what this is about. All this lashing and things like that is coming because somebody cannot take publicity that is critical, or she really does think that, blogs and everyone works for her. That's what Pacific made her believe. And now it's too late to try and teach her otherwise. That's why she's extremely sensitive. They babied her to a point where she expects all of us to bow down to her. That's insane. And you could tell by the way she said, I am effing Cardi B. And I'm just like, oh my God, what are you even in the fashion world? When we've seen Zendaya slaying each and every look on the red carpet. And she has had some criticism. You would never catch her on live lashing at Vogue directors. Rihanna, even, the actual it fashion girl, you would never catch her doing anything like this. But hey, let me know in the comment section, obviously, what you think about that. And you guys want me to don't talk about her when she keeps making a clown out of herself like this. Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, Ice Spice is out there previewing a song, Give Me a Light, and the video, I would say that, well, the budget does look better than the other videos. There's pink all over, so it's pretty eye-catchy. But in as far as the floor is concerned, I'm yet to see how that is going to blend in with the Sean Paul vocals. I don't know. I'm yet to see that. The next thing that we are going to be, Ice Spice also was out there liking Nicki Minaj's posts, and people really feel some type of way about that. People really feel like, well, she's playing in Nicki Minaj's face after not addressing the text that happened. And we're also going to be talking about, obviously, Garry from Dish Nation. Oh my God, you guys. Miranda brought it to my attention yet again. Thank you, Miranda. That while Garry was out there being messy to Nicki Minaj and bringing up her husband, saying that, oh wow, she might have been jealous for at Ice Spice because her husband is a peddy. And this is the part that really gets me. It seems like people don't even understand the word peddy in itself. So even if the allegations were true, Kenneth was 15, this girl was 16. So how does that make him a peddy? Like, honestly, how does that make him a peddy? Do these people even know the definition of what a peddy is? At this point, I'm just like, and as for that guy, Garry, really, I really do think he's one of those guys who was too stuck, at thinking the industry is still out there, behind kissing the transformer, and he's still not over it. Or he probably was trying to get Nicki Minaj's attention, got ignored and settled for the transformer, and now it's too late to switch back. And so I don't have any words for that guy, honestly. He looks lost to me. Yeah. He still thinks it's fashionable to speak ill about Nicki Minaj and Shada all day. So I do get it. He's still stuck there. I think he still thinks it's 2018 or 2019. He hasn't really caught up, but I guess he has caught up because in his latest video, he was out there actually being objective by talking about the Met Gala looks, which was very shocking. So finally, I guess he's now catching up. Otherwise, other than that, all I see is a man struggling to be accepted, struggling to be relevant. And it was really pretty popular, you guys. For those of you infants who are over here, it was pretty popular in 2018, 2019, 2020 to go against Nicki Minaj. So I do think that that's where he's still stuck. Anyway, you guys, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. I do not want to make this video longer than it is. And for those of you who are like, would you talk too much? You talk this. I'm not just going to give you the news like this person did that and move on. No, we are going to discuss what I think about it. And you're free to let me know what you also think about these issues as well in the comment section. So I would say that this is more of a commentary than really a tea spilling channel, because I do more than just spill the tea. I also do commentary and give my opinion. And I guess I could turn it into a podcast. What do you guys think? Do you want us to do a podcast? But then who will I podcast with, you guys? Because the times that I record a bit off sometimes, whose schedule is going to align with mine. What do you guys think? Do you think we should make this into a podcast? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section, okay? Until my next one, see you.